All right, guys. What are we talking about today? Throw me something.
I have a question. So the other day, I walked up to the house and I saw you on the roof, and I know you're still young at heart, but it kind of worried me. I mean, looked like some skeleton up there.
Yeah. What? An old man not supposed to be up on the rooftop?
I don't know. 103 is pretty damn old.
I know you worked on the pyramids, so.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is nothing better than having some young fucks for your tech crew. Well, okay. I guess that's a topic. I'm not sure. Let me see if I put something together on this. Okay, first of all, not 103. I'm 67. 67 is to guys in their early 20s, probably 103. But here's the thing. You can either grow old and be old, or you can grow old chronologically and still be young. And this goes into like kind of multiple layers. One of them is, first of all, my discussions in the past, life is nothing but choices. Every day we make choices. Make choice to get up in the morning, make choice if I'm going to have coffee, make choice if we're going to have breakfast, make choices. You can't walk across the street without making a choice. So one of the first choices that you have to make is about your health. And what are you doing for your health? And this starts out when you're fairly young. So I'm going to kind of make a long story out of an almost nothing question. But when I first started working out, and this is going back over 40 years ago. I'm 67, started out when I was 20, so I'm 47 years of working out. And it hasn't always been in the gym. Sometimes I've been a runner, sometimes I've been a cyclist, sometimes I've been a surfer for, over 30 years. There's always been something of some kind of physical activity, bicycle racing, mountain biking, you just really name it, and I think that I have tried it at some point in time. I have always been physically active. But the majority of my time has been in and out of gyms. And I remember when I was probably in my 30s, and somebody asked me, why do you work out so hard, so often, and watch your diet like you do? My answer to them was, and this is the truth, I have a fear of being 50, being out of shape, and not be able to get back into shape. Now remember that, because we'll come back to that particular statement. But that was my reasoning back then for why I worked out as hard as I did and watched my diet as closely as I did. And then as time goes on, I finally hit 50. And when I turned 50, that was that moment that I had been working towards so that I would still be in shape. And when I got to 50, I was in really good shape. I don't know if I was in the best shape of my life, which would be a great story, but I was in good shape. So I didn't have to worry about it. But now it was, okay, that was my goal all the way through my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, is wanting to be in this shape when I turn 50. Now I'm 50 and I'm there. What do I do? Well, I said, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to be 60 and still be in shape. Well, unfortunately, as life goes, time took off, flew. Next thing I know, I'm 60 years old. I'm still in shape at 60. So then my choice is, now what do I do? Do I go 70? Do I go? No. Now my choice was, I want to just see how far I can take this, how far I can go and be in shape, still be strong, and still do the things that I want to do. For example, like they brought up, I've got 16-year-old daughters at home. Christmas is everything. I would be the Scrooge of Scrooges if I didn't have Christmas lights up on the house. So I go out to hang the Christmas lights. I've got to get up on top of the roof. I've got to string them out. I got to make sure everything is the way that it's supposed to be. So here I am at 67 years old up on the roof. I don't think anything about it. I don't think Alec is not the first one to have said something to me. I have neighbors saying something to me. You know, it became this conversation, and I'm looking at it. Why? Because mentally, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be up there. Physically, well, I have to say, I don't know too many kids half my age that are going to jump on the block wall, hoist themselves up onto the patio cover, and then get up on top of the roof. I was too lazy. I got to admit it. I was too lazy to get the ladder out. So, 67 years old being up on the roof, that's not the tough part. The tough part would have been, why didn't you get the ladder out? Because I didn't need to. So that is what I am talking about in making the choice to be fit. And not just at my age, at any age. It's a choice. You don't want to. If you're 30 years old, I want you to hear me. If you're 30 years old and you're 20 pounds overweight, stop eating. Just frickin' stop eating. And stop eating the foods that are not good for you. You know what they are. Make a choice. Eat a little healthier. You don't have to go to the gym. Gym's not for everybody. I don't advocate everybody going to the gym. I love it. I like it. There's something about being underneath some crushing weight and pushing it up. I like that. But it's not for everybody. But get out. Go run. Go walk. Go cycle. Go swim. Go paddleboard. Go do something. Because if you're 30, don't wait until you're 50. Because now I'm going to talk to the 50-year-olds. If you're 50 and you've never worked out, or you're 50 and it's been 20 years and now you're 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, brother, you are in serious trouble. Because that weight is not going to come off easily. You've missed that boat. That boat was when you're 20s and 30s and even at sometime in your 40s. You're 50 years old. You're going to struggle. It can be done, but you are going to have to make a choice. You are going to have to make a commitment. You are going to have to be dedicated to drop that weight. You're going to have to stop with the beers. You're going to have to stop with the bad food, the fast food and the fries and the whatever it is that you're eating. Stay away from the white sugar. If you're in your 50s and you want to get in shape, it can get done. But man, you got some work to do. And especially because at that age, your testosterone level now is way down. And that's why you're developing the gut more and the love handles more. That's why you're not really as energetic as you were. That's why the muscle mass is starting to fade. You know, your testosterone levels drop. And so if you haven't been working out all these years, because the workouts and doing squats and doing certain exercise and watching what you eat and not eating the sugar, it helps you keep a more elevated testosterone level, which means you're going to burn fat and you're going to put on a little bit more muscle mass. You're not going to be freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger in Conan the Barbarian, but you will still have some muscle mass. So if you're in your 50s, get on it now and don't wait. Because, man, by the time you hit 60 and if you're overweight and you haven't done anything, I hate to say this, but go sit down on the couch, get the chips out, have a beer, and watch football. Because, dude, you missed the boat. So in your 20s, work out. Stay healthy. Create a habit that's going to last you a lifetime. In your 30s, you still got the capability. You can still do it. You can still push yourself. You can still get strong. 40s, start getting a little nervous. 50s, your last opportunity. This is just the way that it is. I'd love to be a motivator. I would love to tell you at any age. Now, I'm not saying at 60, don't go do anything. Really not. I was tongue in cheek about sit on the couch, eat your chips, and drink your beer. Still get out and walk. Still get out and do things. Still be active. Still move. The body needs movement. You still got to get out and be active. But be careful of what you're doing at that age. If you haven't been physical before, and go check with a doctor and do all the prudent things. But be active, be busy, be moving, go for walks. Not saying go run a marathon, go for walks. So with all that being said, 67 years old, up on the roof. If it wasn't for COVID, I'd still be in the gym 5 days a week. Now I'm trying as hard as I can to maintain some semblance of fitness, with body weight exercises or doing different things that, that I would need to do, but it's not the same. So everybody, make a choice, get out, find something to do, and be active, be strong. And that is getting real.